Earlier, our colleague Nawija Barkil spoke to Jeffrey Tucker, president of the Brownstone Institute for Social and Economic Research. He asked whether the shift towards a cryptocurrency was largely inevitable.
5 years ago, if you had predicted that El Salvador would adopt a Bitcoin as legal tender, people would have thought you were totally crazy. So that's why a lot of inevitable things are, is that once they happen, they seem that way. But it did take, a president with some vision and with some good advisors, and the possibility of a genuine monetary crisis developing to make this happen. And if it works in El Salvador, then we're going to start to see other countries adopt the same sort of thing. So it's a big deal. This is why the crypto community is so very excited, and the price trends overnight, I think, reflect that also.
Despite the excitement, though, some protesters, some critics say there's a lack of knowledge, a lack of understanding, as well as some of their biggest fears when it comes to making Bitcoin legal tender. What do you see as the main problems ahead for Salvadorians?
Central Americans are far more sophisticated in dealing with monetary and financial matters than Americans are. Americans can't even conceive of it, but this is a normal course of events in a place like El Salvador to be toggling between many different currencies. So Bitcoin's just introduced into that mix. I mean, the big problem we saw develop overnight in El Salvador, was that the official wallet crashed because so many people were trying to download it, and it had scaling problems, which is going to be always a problem in the crypto world, scaling. So, this happened already in 2013 and 2015 and so on. So that's the biggest problem that developed overnight. But what seems to be a problem is a kind of a good problem to have. In other words, everybody wants to use Bitcoin right now. And in terms of, the other issues that everybody's raising, about volatility, that's hardly a surprise. Everybody knows that it's going to be more volatile than the dollar, and that has upsides and downsides to it. But life is risky, and you don't have to use Bitcoin for trading in El Salvador if you don't want to. But the price trajectory has generally looked very good over 10 years. So I think it represents a real opportunity for many citizens to try an alternative money out and see how it goes.
Do you think this will set a precedent for other countries?
If it goes well, and I think I'm prepared to say that it is going to go well. I think it shows a lot of promise, and it could be a very interesting thing to watch as we go forward. Other countries adopting this, especially depending on developments in international money markets. We are seeing the problem of inflation affecting the U.S. dollar and many currencies around the world. Do you want to continue to hold a constantly depreciating national currency, or do you want to move something like Bitcoin, which is arguably a deflationary currency in the sense that it grows more valuable in terms of goods and services than the national currency? The national currency is going down in value, Bitcoin's going up in value. It will seriously incentivize people to start moving more and more into this crypto ecosystem. At least that's the way crypto enthusiasts see it, and I think the scenario seems more likely than ever.